So first up we have Teré Fowler-Chapman. Teré tries to stay as free from names and declarations as possible. To state her identity in her words would mean constantly contradicting, restating, contradicting, and restating all the time. Even her poetry defies the act of naming, though hopefully she won't mind me saying she's one of the most evocative poets I've ever heard. When asked what the queerest thing is that she's ever done that does not involve sex, she said, "I decided to be myself today, and some would say that's pretty queer." And I would certainly agree. So please help me welcome Teré to the stage.
Like Sam said, as far as like queer to me, I think that I'm just myself, and I know that, you know, in a larger, I guess, world out there, that does mean that I do identify as queer, but it's not something that I necessarily say often. I'm just myself. So what I bought today is just a few moments of time of just me just like going through life and kind of observing it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a trigger warning on it just in case, because I don't ever, know what triggers people these days. My shoulder tucked in the corner of an airport like a glove. Las Vegas sleeps. Las Vegas sleeps, rests its head in the bags of a grandmother's eyes with a slow humming neck and a stubborn head that can't quite let go of today's time. It slides. It slides between the bodies of young lovers, bodies calligraphy on the used floor, rest on the bridge of their nose beneath their eyes that are closed, and above smiles that are so big the other mistakes it for the sun and awakes. Two men smashing beers like fists and faces cut into grins like jack-o'-lanterns, poking at one another's heavy eyes. I stay a while. They slip into a soft coma of slurred happiness and messy mood swings, masked by laughter, laughter that is so hard it cries. And I stay a while, because Las Vegas sleeps. Las Vegas sleeps. It sleeps in a train that carries no passengers but stops anyway. Rolls in the back of my pocket, now resting on a slot machine. Resting in peace is time. If I had all the magic in the world, I would ask a group of resilient stars to wrap around your heart forever, and they would listen. I tell you, they would listen. Even when you are not here, they would listen. See, I'm not trying to catch love. I'm not trying to lasso it in a hurry or chase for the right city, the right day, or the perfect time. But I want to have hope. Thank you. I'm afraid to travel over the ocean with my skin. Though I know most nights my spirit awakes and sneaks out the back of my mind, hops over the ocean with ease in search for my dreams. I know my spirit ponders in expired cafes and speaks those awakenings on aged microphones. I know that my spirit leaves France in the 50s, just before dusk, and sneaks into the back of my mind just in time to rise at the crack of dawn. I know my spirit is reckless, and it is restless, and I know it thinks I don't notice. There are some moments when dreams are so real you can taste them. You can feel them wrap around you. All you have to do is squeeze, embrace. They feel right ahead, right around the corner. All you have to do is be bold enough to catch them. Just a few more here. I wake up in her arms and everything she adores in mind, and we laugh together until our bellies ache. Her hands find the small of my back when she is listening to poetry. Her leg rocks softly like a cadence of a metaphor. We fight the turn of morning, and I know she knows I'm some story's mother now. Can smell it on my skin, can see it in my eyes and on my breath and on my world. A little girl as bright and as new as morning smiled at the small things in her gaze, and I prayed. I prayed, may this world not break her into beautiful. See, I have never heard Langston Hughes cry before, but I know he did once. This time, it was over a piano note through the vocals of an opera singer. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. So I have 2 more tonight, is that okay? 2 more?
Yeah.
2 more?
All the more.
Cool. I'm thankful for the way the day turns. I'm thankful for the way that the trees change. I am a penguin, a waddling faith, a wait for forever. My poems and I are not alike most nights. See, most nights they are hawks, perched on the edge of my ribs as stealth and heavy-winged, and my mouth is not a cage. It is not a cage where my poems come. It's not a petting zoo either. My voice is a canyon, and my mouth be the break, my mouth be the break, and I hope that I tie hearts with my poetry like shoestrings. My words feast, and I am just their prey. I'm just their praying, trying to slip all of me just beneath their wings, so every time they decide to fly, every time they decide to fly out of this mouth of mine, they manage to set a little bit of me free. I'm going to go ahead and end on this one. This one's actually called 60 Seconds. I don't ever name my poetry. I just made that up right now. Like, why even why? I thought I wanted to sound cool. No, it is. It's just about 60 seconds, you know. There's people in here that aren't having a good day today, you know, and there's someone in this world where today is the worst day that could possibly happen. But, you know, good days are just as contagious as bad days. So, you know, that won't last forever. No pain ever lasts forever. And I think, like, each human is a lot like seasons. We change. So it's kind of, I guess, dedicated to that. I'm going to leave on that note. It takes 60 seconds to archive an entire day in this world in our language. I am awake, thinking of time travel. How these hard-knock times that seem to travel through us like contagious disease. Your yesterday, now my last year, and few months ago. Your fears, my overcome. And still those moments were not as bad as it could have been. I think about the support I attracted during that time. And I think about the gratitude and the loss and the guilt and the eager to please to ease the growing pains. I think about the moments of praise. And I think about the love and the patience and the unconditional and the opening of hearts and homes and arms. And I think about paying it forward. And I think about giving it all back. I think about those times that take your heart, those times that harden your skin. I think about when you were once those times. I think about the fight for a space of truth on this planet. The billions of bodies on land masses struggling to stay afloat. Those ones needing more than 60 seconds, more today than tomorrow. But we are all here. Thank you.